Hey everyone, this is Scott from the Photographers SEO community. We put out in the community forum asking for members that would not mind public SEO audits of their site. And we're doing video screencasts of each of these audits that we're doing. We're doing about 3 or so of them. And we're utilizing our new painless photography SEO audit tool that we made available. And this tool is available free on our site. So feel free to download it. And now let's get right to it. The first site we're going to look at is Hawaii Wedding Photography. That's the keyword. And the actual site is vip-wedding-hawaii.com. So the first thing I noticed when going to the site is that there is an EN at the end, which means that there's multiple languages available on this site. The EN is not going to hurt the site's rankings that much. If any, it'll be very minute. However, it's not the ideal thing to have in there. Ideally, you just want it to be the domain, that's it. But first thing to do is see if your site is indexable, as you can see in the audit. So is the domain indexable? So go to Google, type in site, and then put in your domain without the www or the http://. If you start getting results, that means that something is indexable. And as we can see here, most of them are the EN. Now, let's go back. So domains are indexable. We can check that off. Permalinks are search engine friendly. As I mentioned already, we have the EN. But then let's check out another page. So I'm going to go to before your wedding, let's say wedding packages. Okay, so we have en/services/before your wedding/wedding packages. The ideal permalink, the ideal slug, everything after the domain would really just be wedding packages. So it would look something like this. Now, even better would be to utilize the keyword. So something like Hawaii wedding photography packages. So if you do that, that is actually getting your keyword in there. You're utilizing long tail keyword, and it's a secondary keyword as well. So you're utilizing all these different tactics, and your URL is much cleaner. So let's see, what's next? Actually, let's try, I also want to try the blog, because I think I noticed something before when I first went to look at the site. So here's the blog, and let's go to the most recent and look at the permalinks of the blog article. So this is an actual blog article, and that's not search engine friendly at all. So really the best thing to do would be to change the blog style of permalinks and utilize your long tail keywords. So the title of your article is engagement. So the title I would say switch it to is something with your keyword in there. So you know, if one of your keywords is Hawaii wedding engagement photography, I would switch it to that and get that in your title and also in your URL. So now the next thing is keywords in URLs. So as I just mentioned, you really don't have them in there. They're in there a little bit, but not as much as really you would want them to be, because really you just have, here's photography packages. You want Hawaii wedding photography packages to be in your URL. Keywords are at the beginning of title tags, page names, no more than 70 characters. So I'm assuming this is your title tag, which we'll find out right here. Inspect elements. And yes, it is your H1, which is good. So that's good. You have wedding photography packages, Hawaii wedding photography packages. I'm not sure why it's in a span here, but that's okay. Doesn't make a difference. And let's see, your title. Where is it? Let's try it this way. Okay, so your title tag is just photography packages. So this needs to be changed to your H1, Hawaii wedding photography packages. Next up is keywords are in the beginning of your meta descriptions. So let's see if you have meta description. Yes, Hawaii wedding photography packages. So you have your H1 in the description, which is good. However, you need more in here. You need to talk about the packages, because on the search results on Google, what you see here in the SERP, you're gonna see something that just says, let's see if I can find it so you can see what I'm trying to get to here. Let's do this. Okay, so your SERP is this. So this is not very useful for users. So while yes, this is coming up in Google, that's not going to really help users. You need this to say Hawaii wedding photography packages, and you need a description after the keyword that is more user readable. Now let's go back to the home page and see what you have on the home page as well. So on the home page, let's see. You have Hawaii wedding photographer as the H1 on the home page. That's fine. And then let's check out your title at the top. Okay, I would recommend capitalizing these, but it's good that it's there. And description. Okay, so your description's good here. So on the home page, it looks like you have the title, the H1, and the description are all very, very good. All right, keyword to the beginning of the meta keywords. So are you actually utilizing meta keywords? You're not. Okay. So as you might know, Google is not utilizing keywords anymore, the meta keywords. Bing is not utilizing them anymore. But some of the off search engines, some of the search engines that are not as popular do utilize them. So it can't hurt to use them, but it's not crucial for the most important search engines. So no worries there. H1 tags are set for the post titles on each page and post. So as we've already seen, on some pages you're utilizing the H1 correctly. Let's check. Let's see something. Let's try some other pages just to. So contact is probably your H1. Directions to my office is your H1. So that means that when people start searching for directions to my office, eventually that's going to show up. That's not going to really help you. I would actually say make that something that has your keyword in it. So Hawaii wedding photographer contact information, something like that. Something, you can make it more clever if you want, but try to utilize your keywords in your H1. Now let's see, just for this, so contact is your title. So again, that's not going to help you. Try to get your keyword in there. And description, address for creative video and photo concepts. So you want to get your keyword in there as well. Let's see. Keywords are an alt tag. So let's see. Let's find a page that has some photos on it. So we can. I think their homepage has some photos. All right. So let's take a look at this photo. So there's no alt tag in. Oh yeah, it is here. Okay. So here you have photography 23 as your alt tag. So again, decide if you want photography or photographer, and for your homepage specifically. Change the alt tag here. Remove the 23 because ideally numbers. You don't want numbers in your keywords or alt tags. Okay, that's good. Search engine friendly sitemap. So let's see if you have a sitemap. See if I can find a sitemap for you. So here's a couple ways to test for it. Check a robots file if you have a robots file. You do have a robots file, but no sitemap is listed. So next thing to do would be try sitemap.xml. Not there. Try this sitemap.xml. No sitemap. So I don't see a specific sitemap. You might have one somewhere, but I don't see it. If you don't have one, try to implement one and submit those to the search engines. Okay. So keyword is bold in optimized content. So I do see you have keywords here. You have additional things bolded. I'd remove those, the bolds and those, because those are not your keywords. You only want to bold your keyword on each page. Keyword density. Let's see if I can do a quick test of keyword density. So I just ran Hawaii wedding photographer through a bunch of different keyword density tools, and none of them were saying that it's too dense. So let's do another quick check just so you can see what would happen. So it looks like you have it here 4 times. Okay, you have it in here, up here in the menu. You have it as the H1 here, it's bolded here, and then you have it in H2. And by the way, I'd switch this. I'd actually just remove the word contact because it's obvious that this is contact information. So that would be my suggestion. But yeah, it's only here 4 times, so that's not bad. It might be if you can get it here in this content here, it might be worth trying to get it one more time. It's up to you. I wouldn't push it. All right, so let's move on. You are linking internally, so let's see if you're linking internally. Here's planning tips. Okay, you got a couple internal links. Let's check out your blog. Actually, let's check out the blog first. Experience. Okay, you're linking externally. You're not linking, excuse me, you're not linking internally from a blog article. I'll check one more blog article. This blog article is not even clickable. Something's going on here. I would recommend trying to check that out. Email. Okay, you're not linking internally, so my suggestion would be try to find important keywords that you are trying to rank for. So Hawaii wedding photography, Hawaii wedding planning, right? So write an article on Hawaii wedding planning because that could be useful to get clients. And in this article, change this to say Hawaii wedding planning and link to it. Okay, that's one idea. All right, physical address. Yes, you have your physical address in the footer. That is good. Your keyword is used in an H2 tag on every page or post. In the post, they're not. Let's try some other pages. So trash address service. So I think this is your H1. Yep. So that's your H1, and that's your H1. It's going to try to rank for trashed address. So you might want to switch that to Hawaii trashed address or something like that, whatever your keyword is that you're trying to rank for on this page, and try to get an H2 in there for your keyword. There's no H2 on this. Let's see, homepage. Is there an H2 on the homepage? H2, wedding photographer is your H2 on the homepage. And contact Hawaii. So this is the footer widget that I was talking about. Take away the word contact. And looks like that's it. All right, let's see what else. Contact is unique to your website. So here's how I find that out. I'm going to copy all the text from your homepage. I'm going to bring it into a tool that's a plagiarism tester or checker. And I can remove certain things. But I want the bulk of the text to be here. Remove your menu text. So now this is most of your text. And I'm going to hit check for plagiarism. And it's going to scroll down. It's going to search looking for if it exists. Now, it's going to tell me that it's, most of these exist, which is because it's actually on your site. So by going to Google, I can actually see, yes, it exists. Now this is most likely you on Pictage. Let's try some others while that's loading. Same thing, Pictage. This looks like it could be you, maybe? 1, 2, 3 people? Probably not, but oh, it's just aggregating information, so that's not very important. Yeah, so this is you. Good. So the important thing is that there's no duplicate content elsewhere. Of course, on Pictage, it's about you, so it's important for it to exist. This is looks like a possible venue that you might have. Oh, no, this is you too. Okay, so this brought back to your site. Looks like you have a resort domain. Make sure that's not indexed, because that could be hurting your rankings as well, because if it's indexing on 2 different domains, then yes, it is. So this is going to hurt you as well. Identical content on 2 different domains, even though it's only one website. So that's going to hurt you. So you got to look into that and make sure that whatever domains are mirroring your actual website, you've got to make sure those are not indexed somehow, because that's just going to hurt you. All right, so let's move on. All content is close to 300 words or more. So your homepage, it looks like it might be, which again, we can do a quick test. Counter 556, so you're good on there. Even if I remove the menu and footer stuff, you're still at over 500 words. Let's try About You. Let's see what happens on the About page. So this is probably not close to 300. 207. So you could probably fill in some more if you can. Let's see what else. Let's try testimonials. It's not crucial. Yeah, there's 300 words here. No worries about that. Let's try a blog. Your most recent blog article. Let's see if it's 300 words. See, and look, you have a link here that's in plain text. You need to turn that into an anchor text and link it to that same page. 200 words. So your blog articles, you can get some more content in there. And keyword in the beginning of the first paragraph of a page or post. So you don't really have a specific keyword here, unless it's engagement, but that's very, very, very broad. But it is here in the beginning if it is your keyword. Let's see. So this should really be your Hawaii wedding photographer, or Hawaii engagement photographer, or whatever additional keywords you're trying to get. So another thing that you could be doing is your homepage could be a Hawaii wedding photography, and your about page could be Hawaii wedding photographer. So here is your keyword. Let's say it's not in the beginning of your text, so you need it to be in the body of the content towards the beginning. So that gets to the end of the DIY audit, and that's a quick overview of what you could do to see how well you're doing on your site for on-site SEO optimization and what you could be doing. So I hope that this was helpful for the photographer, and I hope that it's helpful for everyone else that's watching, that once you get your hands on this DIY audit, that you can do a quick overview review of your site and improve it for SEO and get ranking. So thanks for watching.